Today, I'm choosing violence. I've wanted everything on this channel to be productive, and I intend for this video to be productive as well, but I saw a informational video recently that was so blatantly wrong and packed with so much harmful information for anyone who's actually trying to learn the game, learn a matchup, improve at this game, that I feel like I have to talk about it. I don't want this to be a video where I'm just bashing on someone who's trying to do something good, but I feel like I have to set the record straight. So yesterday I opened up Twitter and saw this. It's someone who's genuinely trying to help people fight against Leo better, but this guide speaks a lot in absolutes, saying things are 100% fake, saying you can always punish this, you can always punish that, Leo should never be able to get away with this or that, and trying to really make people feel confident that they can fight the character. But the problem is, most of the information in this is wrong, or at the very least, disingenuous, where Leo is not going to be using these tools in this way, so teaching people to punish them in this way doesn't really make sense. Also, there's some pretty big things in this video that are blatantly factually incorrect, and I feel like we gotta talk about that. I'm probably gonna blur out the person's name because I don't want to give them negative attention. I do think they are trying to do good here. I will link this down below if you want to support them, follow them, thank them for their effort, but I'm going to be ripping into this kind of hard, so I don't want to give them negative attention. Please don't go after them. Please don't attack them for this. But the thing that kind of bothers me is just how many people saw this, and personally, I think this is actually very harmful as a video. Anyway, there are a lot of people who are seeing this, liking this, retweeting this, and learning from it, and I think this is a very bad video to learn from, except for a few things in here. We'll call out the good things too. Alright, so let's get started with this. These are their tips to tame Harambe, because Leo's a little bit of a gorilla. I kind of agree with that. Okay, so we're starting out with some actually good information here. You can throw him out of his quarter circle forward heavy slash. So if you're looking for it, you can throw him out of this. If you see him kind of dash at you like this as a cancel from a move, you can react to it with throw. This is actually your best option. This is good information. You do need to be looking for this though, so if you're looking for literally anything else, you're going to get hit by this, and if you're focusing really hard on this, you're going to get hit by other stuff. Especially when he's in back turn, he has a bunch of other options, so this gets a lot scarier because it's a lot harder to look for this when you're looking for high, low, command, grab, throw, stuff like that. Actually good information. But it didn't take long to get into the bad information, so throw him out of the crouch slash standing heavy slash gap. So you can see he does this low and cancels it into a mid, and you can throw him out of it. This is really disingenuous information. Okay, so let's go into training mode here and record Leo doing this string. Okay, so point blank, which is funny, point blank, crouch slash, heavy slash, just like in the video. And as you can see from the video, if we spam throw, we can throw him out of it. Excellent. Now, here's the problem with this. I have never once in my life seen a Leo who knew what they were doing, run up and do point blank crouch slash. I'm sure there's a reason to do it once in a while. I'm not going to discredit that, but this is something that does not happen very often, and also is just not generally a very safe or good response to this. This is something that's just not going to happen in an actual match, so teaching people to focus on this, I think, is a mistake. And also, if you aren't point blank, which I don't think Leo is going to do this string point blank, like if I take a baby step back, the throw is no longer going to work. I'm going to get counter hit because my throw is not going to reach him, and we're just going to die. Here's the range where this tool is good, around here, right? It goes this far. Why would I run all the way up and use it? It just doesn't make sense. Technically not wrong information, but you need to put a big asterisk here that says if he's point blank, and also even if he's point blank, let's say he just doesn't cancel into the heavy slash right away and I go for throw, my throw is going to miss, and then I'm going to get counter hit. So still, it's not like you're not going to react to him doing heavy slash after a point blank crouch slash. It's just not going to happen. This is just one of those hyper specific, never going to happen in a match, and also not realistic to do on reaction kind of things that I think focusing on in a guide is just a really bad idea. All right, so moving on. We can throw punish his sweep because the sweep is -5. So you can see he throws the sweep, which is like point blank. Another example of an option Leo is not going to do point blank. very often. If he does, you know to throw it. Maybe weaker Leos who are learning the character can get blown up if you learn this, but this is once again information. We're at the range where Leos are going to be doing this. They are not close enough to get thrown. Keep that in mind. So you got to have that big asterisk on this tip. If he messes up and sweeps you with his 2D point blank, maybe on accident, you can throw it. But this isn't a tip that's going to apply to 99% of your matches with Leo players. Here's how this is actually going to go down with most Leo players. They're going to sweep, and because they're negative and you're going to run up and try to hit them, they're going to flash kick you. They're going to use their reversal. Because they're only -5, and hardly any character in the game has a move where at actually good sweep range is going to be able to hit them in 5 frames or less. So they're going to scramble with a DP, and you're going to play this mind game of, do I start my turn because they're negative, not even really punish them? Do I start my turn with a far slash if you're soul, or do I run up and try to throw or something? Or do I bait out the flash kick? So for both players, it's kind of a coin flip situation if the Leo's sweep didn't just hit you in the first place. So again, this is another tip that just feels really disingenuous to me, because yes, technically you can throw sweep, with the big asterisk of if he does it point blank next to you with a move that's not meant to be used point blank next to you. And this is why I feel like a lot of the stuff in this video is genuinely harmful information, because they don't give you enough information to actually get the full picture of when and why this is useful, if it even is useful. It's teaching people that, oh, Leo can never sweep against me, I can always throw it, even though that is not at all the case. And you can make the argument that, yeah, well, people should know better. People should just know that he means when he's point blank next to you. But when you're trying to teach people things, you should go under the assumption that they don't know, because you're teaching them. If they knew that, they wouldn't need you to teach them. I'm just saying. All right, now this is probably the worst part of this entire video. Throw left right is 100% fake. This person did not lab this at all. They labbed it for like 5 seconds and then thought they knew it. And that was it. They didn't ask around if they got the setup wrong. They didn't ask anyone who knew anything about the character, like, hey, do you think this is correct? Do you think this is wrong? They didn't even watch their recording back. Look what happens here. Okay, so let's break this down. Leo goes for throw. It instantly puts him in back turn. This is how this works for Leo. So when he throws you, he's in back turn stance now. So when he's in back turn stance, his mix-up options are a lot better. He can dash through you. So he does 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, and then gets thrown. This isn't really how Leo's going to be doing this anyway. So that's the cross up. That was fake because you could throw it, supposedly. Now he goes for throw, double dash, into same side, and gets thrown. But wait, something's wrong here. Look at this. He misses his kick. He's too early. See if we can pause this at the right time. He kicked too soon. Soul hadn't even recovered yet. This is a situation where the setup is too good and he's too early because he has too much time, and he just needs to learn to time it properly or space it out so that the throw doesn't reach. Either one of those options is going to work. And he gets thrown. This isn't fake. This is him messing up the setup. Okay, so let's see what happens if we try to throw Leo out of this. I actually set up the recording properly, and let's see what happens here. I'm spamming throw, trying to throw him. And if we do it, we should get counter hit by Leo right there, because he meatied us with his kick. He was kicking us at the very moment we wake up. So in this game, throws are 2-frame startup. That is very fast. That is why throws are so good sometimes up close, because they're super duper quick. But if someone can hit you on the first frame that you wake up, the throw doesn't have time to get to that second frame and actually throw them. So a properly timed meaty, or something that's too far away to get thrown, like if he takes a baby step back, it's going to be harder to throw him. Something like that is going to beat the throw. Throw is not supposed to be an option if the Leo times this properly. He just messed up the setup. What about the cross-up? Is it possible for him to do the cross-up? Yes, and he can do it with 2 dashes instead of 3. He doesn't need to do 3 dashes. So he actually has time to properly meaty. We should get counter hit if we try to throw him again, because it was properly timed. It is one of those things where Leo has to like adjust his spacing a little bit. Like if he walks forward before he dashes a little bit, he'll make up that extra distance. It's kind of hard to see. I don't think the left right is like amazing after throw, but it's decent. And one more thing, it just really bothers me. This text here, throw left right is 100% fake. What does that mean? It means he can never do it. Fake already implies they should never be allowed to do it. 100% fake is just putting so much emphasis on Leo should never get away with this. It just bothers me that people would go online, make a guide that's meant to help people, is actually recorded decently well, has music over it, subtitled, it looks professional, so people are going to take it seriously. But then you say extreme things like 100% fake. You're talking in absolutes. And developing players, new players, intermediate players are going to take this as truth. And it's not even true. And that really bothers me. Also, there's one more thing to really take into account. One of Leo's most common options in backturn stance is his overhead. The interesting about this overhead, first of all, it's really fast and hard to react to. So it's not even left-right mix-up exclusively, it's like high-low and cross-up mix-up. But this overhead is airborne, so you can't throw it. Try to throw it, you get counter-hit. You get exploded if you try to throw this. Throwing Leo is like one of the scariest things to do in the game because he has such good, easy options to stop you from doing that. So even if the left-right mix-up, like the left-right low, did lose to throw properly, like every time, even if that was true, which it's not, the fact that he has this overhead means it's not fake. That's like saying in a game of rock, paper, scissors, rock is fake because you might lose to paper. It's a guess, dude. These games are about decision-making. In the world of fighting games, fake is an extreme thing to say. It really bothers me. All right, so it's time to throw this video a bone and point out something that they did well. Dust punishing DPs, dust punishing reversals is actually pretty good because a dust punish, a fully charged dust punish, is going to give you a really good launcher. Look at all this damage he gets. I know it's soul, but other characters get pretty good damage from dust too. Pretty much everyone will do like a third to half of your health off of a fully charged dust, and that's really nice. That's really, really good. And a really nice thing about punishing someone with dust like this is that it doesn't even need to be a counter hit punish in order to get this full combo. So if you were to block Ramlethal's reversal super, which is really common, you won't get a counter hit punish on it because it's not counter hit recovery like a lot of normal reversals are, but you can get a fully charged dust. And that's something I really, really like. So any character that struggles to get a good mid-screen combo even on counter hit might want to consider doing this. This is really good. This is a really good tip. This is something I want to see more people do in more matchups, not just against Leo, if they're trying to punish something that's really punishable like reversal. So we're already back to the bad tips though. So S Fireball is a free counter hit. Up close, sure. Yeah. All right, so this is technically true. If he cancels into S Fireball really close to you, you can get a punish on him. Maybe not every character can. I know not every character is going to have Soul's Far Slash, but most characters are going to have something that at a really close range should be able to hit him. Okay, cool. But this is not where Leo is going to be using Fireball. He's going to be using Fireball in neutral. Normally, probably around here. Probably around this spacing. It doesn't go full screen, it goes most of the screen. So anywhere from here to maybe about here. And you know what? From here, I can't hit him. I can't punish him. Also, because it takes time to travel, he has more time to recover before it makes contact with me. So he's less punishable. He recovers relatively quicker the farther away he is. So this is, again, maybe one of those things that's good to know in case you play a Leo that doesn't structure their pressure well. This isn't something Leo should really be doing on offense anyway. But if a Leo player isn't structuring their pressure well and is doing this kind of thing, now you know that you can punish it. All right, here's that word again, fake. Back turn kick. Dash cancel is fake. You can dash cancel your kick as Leo in his back turn stance. So he's in back turn stance, he kicks and dashes through you really quickly and hits a button. And you can throw him out of it. That's what the video is saying here. And yes, you could technically throw him out of it. But are you going to do this on reaction? Heck no, you're not going to do this on reaction. And let me remind you, the only thing you need to see to know that that is risky is that he has this overhead that explodes you if you are trying to throw. And also, this is just really fast. Like, this is really, really quick. Saying that you should be able to, in a split second, always react to this and always throw it, that's like saying people should always tech every Dragon Rush in Dragon Ball FighterZ. It's just not going to happen. Even though technically it is reactable, and maybe this is technically reactable, right? I don't think that's something people are going to be doing consistently. And if this is something that you're saying is fake, that means that they should never get away with it. and that's just simply not the case. All right, we're back to the good tips. Dust punishing that super. This is the same thing we talked about before. This is non-counter hit recovery. So he finishes off the super, and he's not counter hit recovery. So getting a good combo sometimes is difficult, but a fully charged dust is going to be an excellent punish to pretty much any super that is punishable. Good choice. Yeah, I like this tip. This is good. This is good outside of even just this matchup. Punish 236S up close. This is pretty good information too. So his quarter circle forward slash is punishable on block. Also, if all the tips were like this, I wouldn't really have a problem with this video, because it's like, hey, up close, this is the asterisk, this is the qualifier that you need in order to understand when and how to use this. So if he does his quarter circle forward slash and he's close to you, you can probably punish it with your character. I'd still lab it to make sure you knew whether you could with your specific character and how. So if we're really close, we can hit him. But if we're not really close, we can't hit him. We're too far. And even our farther buttons aren't fast enough at this range. Okay, so this is one I'm mixed on. You can throw the counter, yes. But it has a very quick recovery. So as a guest, you could run up and try to throw it if you think he's going to counter. That's my kind of asterisk that I would put on this. But I think this video has talked in absolutes so much that it kind of implies that you should always throw the counter just because of the video it's attached to at this point. And I don't think that's the case. So maybe I'm not giving people the benefit of the doubt. I'm assuming what they're going to assume when they look at this. But, you know, it's kind of a mixed tip for me. Yes, you can throw the counter as a guest. Even though this is possible to punish on reaction, even with a normal, if you're really quick and you're really looking for it, it is quite difficult to do on reaction. I'm like very ready for it because this is a recording. And it's pretty common for Leo to do like counter into another counter. So if you're a little late, the second counter is going to hit you, which is why throwing it is such a good option. But even then, if you're not really quick and not really ready for it, by the way, I kind of guessed there, if we're too slow, he could backdash away, make our throw miss. Or if we're really slow, he might just hit a button and hit us before we throw him. So this isn't an awful tip. I just wish it had that extra like little bit of information of like, you gotta be fast or you gotta guess, something like that. Also, what does this last one even mean? Back turn kick is fake? What does that mean? What does that mean? Does it not real? Is it a figment of my imagination? Back turn kick is fake? What does that mean? He's showing him doing back turn kick into a very slow move and then getting mashed out by the character with the fastest move in the game, a 3-frame 5K. Like, oh wow, so a 3-framer can hit you out of this very slow cancel option you used. Okay, so here's what we got here. We went into training mode. Literally, like, I just hopped in here, and we have Soul set to on block, always counterattack with his standing kick. Okay, so now if we hit him, he's gonna standing kick us. And let's even do it in the corner, just like in the video. Oh, what do you know? We can frame trap it and get a good combo from it too. Wow, it's fake? What does that even mean? Like seriously, what does that even mean? Putting aside the fact that I just frame trapped him with 5K, like kick into kick, like that worked. There's so many problems with this. First of all, he's neglecting to mention that there's frame traps at all that work. He's just saying back turn kick is fake. Like, what does that mean? And he's neglecting to point out that he's using a training dummy that has the fastest counterattack mashing button in the game. Like, that is so incredibly disingenuous and just bad information. I don't know, this video just really set me off in a dumb way, and I just can't help it. I look at a video that has this much support behind it. Like literally thousands of likes, you know, like on its way to 1,000 retweets of people learning bad stuff or learning incomplete information or hopefully not becoming very opinionated about this character being fake. He's not. This stuff isn't fake. It's just that it's a 2-player game and you have some options if you guess correctly and you know what your guesses are. It's like you can't play rock, paper, scissors until you learn what rock, paper, and scissors are, and it's good to teach people what rock, paper, and scissors are, but you shouldn't tell people that those options are fake now because they have a potential answer that's a guess. It's just so disingenuous to say that. It's disingenuous to leave out the fact that if you try to call out rock with paper and they hit you with scissors, you will die. If you leave that out and just say, well, yeah, well, rock is fake because paper exists, that's mind-numbing to me. All right, so I have a few bullet points I just want to quickly mention at the end here. I want to put a positive spin on this, and hopefully people can take something away from this video that isn't just old boomer fighting game player shakes fist at young fighting game players who spout wrong information. Like, I'm not just trying to be like a downer here or just frustrated, but I would be very skeptical of any absolute claims like the word fake. Something isn't fake just because there's an answer to it, especially if that answer also has an answer to it too. That's just decision making. That just means it's a two-player game. It doesn't mean that something is fake. There might be better options. There might be options that are safer that you should lean towards more often, but that doesn't mean that something is fake. Also, please lab stuff for yourself and try different variations of the same things. It's like this close slash heavy slash thing. If you went into training mode yourself, tried it up close and got thrown, but tried it far away and it didn't get thrown, then you would know. Then you would understand the situation a little bit better. So try things out slightly differently, try different spacings, try different timings. What happens if I delay the heavy slash? What happens if I don't do it right away? What if I don't do the heavy slash at all? Just, you know, be curious, try stuff out for yourself. Don't take something you see in a video as absolute fact, even if you trust the person that told you it, because there's still more to lab. You still want to try stuff for yourself. You still want to internalize this stuff so that you're ready to do it in an actual match. Ask yourself questions, ask lots of questions. I just want people to be more careful and thoughtful about the way that they present information and the way that they digest information, especially if their goal is to truly help people learn something, which seems to be the goal of this video. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. I do think they are genuinely trying to be helpful, but because of the way this video turned out and because of the traction it's getting on top of that, I think this video is potentially much more damaging than it is helpful to a large portion of the audience. And again, please do not go after the person who made this video. I think they made it with really good intentions, and like I said, there is some really good information in this video. It's just that it's surrounded by a lot of bad information that is going to be taken even more seriously because of the good information that's kind of padded around it. So please be kind to them. If you want to support them, I'm going to link their stuff down below. I just don't want to include it in the video itself because I am so negative towards it. I don't want to encourage anyone to potentially go after somebody. That's not what I'm trying to do here. I just want people to do better. I just really want people to do better in the same way that I want people who look at headlines in a news article without reading the article. I want them to stop taking the headline as fact. You know, we see this kind of stuff all the time where the headline is an exaggeration or the headline is just factually incorrect or the headline is giving you the wrong information or leaving out a bunch of information that's relevant. It's kind of like that. I just want people to do better, digest information better, present information better, be more genuine. Please. Thank you. That's the video. Thanks for watching.